When I was 19, I saw something on the news. It said something like circumcision is not really, it might not be necessary. There was some question about it. So I had the internet at the time, and I looked it up, and I found out about restoring and that that circumcision removed erogenous tissue. Up until that point, I had thought that I was a whole person, and I had no idea that someone had cut off part of my body. And I'd always looked forward to sexuality, to sex, and when I found that out, that I was incomplete and that my experience would never be complete, I was very upset and sick and disgusted, and I couldn't believe that anyone would ever do that to somebody else.
Are you restoring?
Yes, but it hasn't been working out. It's been very slow.
When did you start?
I started when I was 19, actually, and I stopped at some points because I got busy with school or whatever, and it hasn't really been doing very much. But 29, I'll be 30 this summer. What's really been keeping me going is, I guess I would feel sick if I didn't restore, and it's really irritating. I didn't realize how irritating it was to be uncovered until I was 19 and I started restoring, and it was within a few days that I realized of just taping that I don't think I really gained sensitivity. I realized that I had sensations that I had just never, I was always feeling them all the time, so my brain wasn't recognizing them. And by being covered and not having those sensations for a period of time, I realized how irritating it is to be circumcised and to be exposed, 24 hours a day. It took me a while to come to terms with what had been done to myself, but I could never come to terms with a world that could do this to children. And I felt horrible being at home not doing anything. So, I don't really want to be here, but I have to be here because I have to do something. And if I get more people I can get to understand, or even just plant a seed, the better it is for me. And if my influence saves one child from feeling the way that I do, then that's been worth it to me to be out here.